What's going on, everybody? Today I'm going to be asking you more questions. This time, it's really late at night. I am extremely tired, but I cannot sleep. So I did this before. Basically, I go on my laptop here, and I have a couple browsers opened, or websites, or whatever, and I'm going to ask the questions, and you on the other side watching answer the questions, and I will also answer the questions. I can talk a little bit. So we're going to get right into it, and we're going to start the question with, no, actually, before we do get into it, I've made this video before. I don't remember all the questions I asked. If I have repeat questions, my apologies. But anyway, so let's see. The first question is, what weird food combinations do you really enjoy? So I don't know if it's really like a food combination, but cucumber sandwiches I really enjoy. Just toast, mayo, and cucumber. It's basically like a tomato sandwich, but cucumber instead. I didn't actually know this was weird until, I guess, like recently, like a year ago or something, when I mentioned it to somebody, and they were like, what? But I've been eating them since I was a kid, so I thought they were normal. Let's see here. What food have you never eaten but really like to try? I've never eaten like octopus or squid or anything like that. So I'd like to try that. Why not? Do you think aliens exist? Of course. I 100% think aliens exist. The universe is ever expanding for us to be the only existing life would be pretty crazy. Let's see. What's something you really resent paying for? Probably battle passes and games. I'll buy one and be like, man, why am I doing this? Let's see. What movie can you watch over and over again without getting tired of? Stand By Me. Favorite movie of all time. I can watch that any time of the day. Anytime. Let's see. Wow, so this is these are some interesting questions. What actor or actress plays the same character in almost every movie or show they do? The Rock comes to mind. He plays himself in like every movie. Let's see. Who do you go out of your way to be nice to? That's a good one. Any of my family members. Anyone I have a close relationship to. Sorry, that's my chair. My chair's on the last limb here, so. But, yeah, anyone in my family, I try to go out of my way to be nice for. Let's see. What old person things do you do? You know, bird watching has been, I don't go out of my way to go bird watching. I'm not like, hey, I'll be back, I'm going to the park to go bird watching or anything like that. But if I'm out in nature and I see a bird, I'll stare at it for a while, and I'm like, that's a cool looking bird. Which celebrity do you think is the most down to earth? I know there's a lot of controversy with Jack Black recently, but I have to go with Jack Black. I mean, he seems like such a kind soul. What would be the worst thing to hear as you were going under anesthesia before heart surgery? Probably like, I'm not even a doctor. I just came in here and put on some scrubs. Let's see. Interesting. What's your cure for hiccups? I don't think there's any real cure for hiccups. I feel like those things are just there to annoy you. But what I try to do, I try to hold my breath for a little bit. I try to tell my mind to hiccup on command, and that sometimes does stop it because you can't really hiccup on command. I'll be like, hiccup right now, hiccup, and I don't. What's the most interesting building you've ever seen? There's that cathedral in Germany. I forget what it's called. It is the most beautiful Gothic architecture I've ever seen. I would love to visit it one day. Let's see. What are the most important rules when going on a date? Boundaries. You want to make the significant other comfortable, but still have an enjoyable time. How do you judge a person? That's a good one. How do you judge a person? Take them out to eat and see how they treat food service workers. If you got to eat and someone treats a waiter or waitress like crap, they can't be a good person. I mean, come on now. Alright. If someone narrated your life, who would you want to be the narrator? The voice actor for Madara. 100%. What was the most unsettling film you've ever seen? Probably Poughkeepsie Tapes. If you've never seen Poughkeepsie Tapes, just keep it that way. Let's see. Which celebrity or band has the worst fan base? Probably, I want to say Taylor Swift, just because I feel like if you tell a Swiftie that you're just not into her music, they will go ballistic on you. And, music's different for everybody, so some people aren't gonna like that. I have friends that don't listen to rock music. I love rock music. I have friends that don't listen to rap music. I love rap music. So it's just what everyone's opinions are. It's very subjective. What's something a lot of people don't worry about but really should? I guess not a lot of people, but hygiene. There are some people that do not focus on hygiene, and I know you gotta focus on hygiene. You gotta be clean if you're able to. If you have access to things to keep you clean, then be clean. Because some people don't get that, so it's a privilege. Do you think that children born today will have better or worse lives than their parents? Now that's a hard one. I'd say I honestly don't know. I guess guess, because I don't know what's going to happen in the future. Anything can happen in the future, but the lives my parents lived has already pretty much, all happened. So, my mom got to be in her 20s in the 90s, went to high school in the late 80s. That's pretty cool, that's a great time. Let's see, what do we got here? What was cool when you were young but isn't cool now? Osiris. Those shoes or like DC's. Osiris with the really big tongues. Those shoes were so popular when I was a kid. Probably around like 12, 13. And then, they faded away. Let's see. Jesus, some of these are just weird questions. What game have you spent the most hours playing? Recently, because if I'm going back to when I was a kid, probably Resident Evil or Sonic, but recently, as of my PS5, my PlayStation, if you have a PlayStation, it tells you how many hours you've played on games. Elden Ring and Genshin. What's the most comfortable bed or chair you've ever been in? My bed right now. I love my bed. It's absolutely marvelous. Everyone that has ever sat or laid in my bed have all said it is a very comfortable bed. So, what's the hardest you've ever worked? I did, when I was younger, like 14, I would do manual labor just to get some pocket change, and they were treating me like I was a grown man. I was like, oh brother, I'm dying out here. If animals could talk, which animal would be the most annoying? Probably a hyena. I'm just getting that because of Lion King. What's the most addicted to a game you've ever been? When Elden Ring came out, that's a given. Do you eat food that's past its expiration date if it still smells and looks fine? Yeah, if it tastes okay. Sure. What's the most ridiculous thing you've ever bought? Probably, I have swords. So, that was a pretty ridiculous purchase. Don't know why I did that. No use for them. Let's see. What song hits you with a wave of nostalgia every time you hear it? Man, any Matchbox 20 song. Name by the Goo Goo Dolls. Nights by Frank Ocean. Just to name a few. In My Life by the Beatles. What's the last song you sang along to? Oh my goodness. So I just went camping over the weekend, and I was in charge of the music for the weekend. There was one song I played that everybody, I think it might have been Man Eater by Haunt Oates, or Fire Lake by Bob Seger. One of those two. Let's see. Again, these are very interesting. When was the last time you slept more than 9 hours? So I work every Friday. I work, okay, and as a majority of people do, I work later at night, and it's the only day of the week where I don't have to wake up early for work. So usually I sleep in on Friday. So last Friday would probably be when actually no, 2 weeks ago, because last Friday I had to get up early to leave to go camping. So 2 weeks ago. Okay. Wow, okay. These are some very interesting questions. Yeah, some of these questions are really... Where's your go-to restaurant for amazing food? There is a Japanese restaurant, like 15 minutes away from my house, and it is relatively cheap, and the sushi there is awesome. So that's my go-to place. What languages do you wish you could speak? Japanese, Spanish, German. I mean, a lot, a lot of languages. What's something that absolutely everyone in the entire world can agree on? OJ did it. I don't know. I've never met anyone that was like, OJ didn't do that, so I'm gonna say, OJ did it. Okay, let's see. We'll do 2 more. What are some of the best vacations you've had? One in particular, I went to Salem, Massachusetts during Halloween, and we stayed in a quote-unquote haunted house. You can search it up. It's called the Henry Derby House. We stayed in there for a week, and if you're not from the U.S. and don't know what Salem is, that's where they had the Salem witch trials way back in the day, where they accused a bunch of innocent people of being witches, and it's also where Hocus Pocus was filmed. So yeah, it was a cool place to visit. We stayed in, like I said, a haunted house. So let's see, what next? What's the worst hairstyle you've ever had? When I was a kid, my mom used to cut my hair when I was real young. Sorry about that. My chair is just going crazy. But my mom used to cut my hair. My mom doesn't know how to cut hair, so I was having rough hair until around like 12 years old. But you know, this is what it is. When's the last time you yelled at someone? That's a good one. I actually don't know. I don't yell too often. Even if I'm angry, I don't normally yell at someone. I try to keep a cool, level head. What's the most ridiculous animal on the planet? We're gonna end on this one. An anteater. Those things look crazy. I mean, just a super, super long nose. I don't know. Anteater. Anteater. And that's how we're gonna end this video. We've hit 20 minutes. And we're gonna end it with anteater. So, I hope you have a great night. I hope you can sleep better than I can. Like I said, it's very late, my eyes are heavy, but I cannot go to sleep. Excuse me, for some reason.